Would you please join me for a prayer? Faithful and compassionate God, it has been a trying journey for this graduating class. They have traversed endless hours of studying, part-time jobs, a million little things needed week by week to get by. All of this made so much more complicated by the pandemic. In this important hour, we gather together and bear witness to the great triumph of these men and women. In all these things, they have endured and overcome. And they have been taught the meaning of courage by the painful instructor of life itself. We give thanks, Lord, for their courage, and we give thanks for their bright horizon that awaits them. Recognizing all that these students have endured, we offer to the world what is surely one of the strongest graduating classes of this generation. We invoke your blessing upon them and their journey. Go with them now, loving God. May they make proud their alma mater and give honor and praise to you by living lives as catalysts of positive change. May they live with resilience, empathy, and courage. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Greetings all, and welcome to Averett University's Spring 2021 Commencement Exercises. Thank you to University Chaplain Reverend Schuyler Daniel for our invocation, and to Khalil Farmer for such a wonderful rendition of our national anthem. We have found a way to celebrate this momentous achievement in your lives, and we are very, very thankful to be celebrating this ceremony in person together with you. And for all of you who join us around the world via live stream, we extend a very special welcome to you. Ladies and gentlemen of the Averett University class of 2021, you and your loved ones have faced and you have persevered through historic challenges. Today, we lift up this entire class of 2021, ranging in ages from 20 to 60 years of age. You have exceeded our expectations, and you have shown remarkable determination during this unprecedented year. Graduates, This is not COVID's moment. This is not the politician's moment. This is your moment. And you have found great opportunities in the moments of the past year. This commencement, this special day, celebrates not only the completion of your path to today's degree, but also the beginning of your new life. Life as a member of the Averett family of alumni. No matter what the future throws at you, you have proven that you know how to meet it head on, maybe even put out a welcome mat, because you have the resilience and the courage that's required. One of the most famous definitions of courage comes in only 3 words from the author Ernest Hemingway. He wrote that courage is grace under pressure. Handling emotional and physical challenges, doing it without panic or despair, but with persistence and with a can-do attitude, being graceful in your response. That shows true courage, and that's exactly what you have done this year and in the years leading up to this time. Now, you have also shown that you will be there to help those who need it. Your family, your extended family, your neighbors, your workmates, your community, and certainly other Averett alumni. And they will be there for you always. You know how your family members have your back, meaning they're there to help when you need them? Now your family includes our 27,000 active alumni. That's what being part of the Averett family means. Being there for others when the going gets tough. And from this day forward, you and other Averett alumni will serve as mentors, as connections for one another, and as supportive family members to each other. And I'm talking about thousands and thousands of Averett alumni who live, who work, and who prosper around the globe. Let's also take a moment to recognize and give thanks to all the family members who are with us today in person, online, or in spirit, and who have helped you get here by pushing you, by giving you encouragement, by providing resources of all kinds. So graduates, I want you to stand now and with a resounding applause, let your family members know how grateful you are for them for helping make this moment possible. Please stand and give a round of applause. And graduates, if you will please remain standing, because there's another very important and special group. And that's the group that's been instrumental in helping you reach this day. Your faculty and staff who have walked beside you on this historical journey. They have inspired you, they have challenged you, and they've helped you realize your infinite potential that we all celebrate today. So let's give a resounding applause for your extended family of faculty and staff. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you. Our big, wonderful Averett family is always growing in size, in diversity, and in altruism. All of today's graduates know that a large part of our diversity comes from our international students, and the flags behind us celebrate the countries represented throughout our Averett family. This past year, our international students have endured unique challenges and obstacles, and I would like to recognize the countries of international students represented in this graduating class. So as I announce your home country, graduates, please stand, and if your families are in attendance, please stand as well so that we can celebrate you. Australia. Bahamas. Canada, Denmark, and the United Kingdom. The challenges you have faced, especially in this past year, have been massive, but you've done it. You are such an integral part of the diversity that we celebrate, and we thank each and every one of you and your families. Let's give another round of applause to our graduates from other countries. Many of Averett's students serve in the military, and I am so proud that Averett is consistently recognized as one of the most military-friendly universities, not only in Virginia, but in the nation. Our military graduates can be recognized by their distinct tassels bearing the colors red, white, and blue. We are so grateful for your service to our country, and I would like for our graduates and all of you in the audience who are presently serving in the military or who are veterans to please stand so that we can honor you and recognize you. Graduates, today would not be possible without the generosity of the university's friends and supporters. We have a tradition at graduation to display the Averett University Book of Gratitude as a tangible expression of our appreciation to all those who make special contributions to our wonderful university. It symbolizes the fact that we do not pass through this life alone, and it serves as a reminder to future generations of the importance of giving back. Someday, I hope many of your names will be in this book. As a part of this Averett tradition, as our graduates receive their diplomas today, they will pause to recognize the Book of Gratitude as a symbolic gesture of thanks for all the support they have received. Now, normally our graduates would touch the book, but it's 2021, so as you come across this stage, just give that book a nod, if you will. Now, we have some very special guests here today who have indeed given so generously of their time and their treasures to our university. Please join me in welcoming representatives from Averett's Board of Trustees. Joining me on this platform, Reverend Dr. Dan Carlton, Averett graduate and chair of our Board of Trustees. And in the audience, we welcome Trustees Jesse Barksdale, Jan Barnett, Kirk Bidgood, Brad Cohen, Averett graduate, Dr. Annie Wimbish, Vice Chair and Averett graduate, Todd Yates and his wife Cindy, former trustee Dr. Joe Burke and his wife Diane, and representing the Danville Airport Commission, we are so pleased to have Robert Juronic with us today. And representing Averett's Alumni Association, we're also appreciative to have with us Amanda Hilton from the class of 02 and 09, and Marquise Broadwater, class of 2016. Thank you all for being here to support these graduates. Please help me now welcome the chair of the Averett Board of Trustees, Reverend Dr. Dan Carlton, to bring you a special welcome on behalf of our Board of Trustees.
It is my honor to bring you greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees and to say congratulations. During this past year, we've had to contemplate the implications of COVID on the university, but you had to go to classes, you had to do assignments. We thank you for your perseverance, your resilience in all of this year. We're grateful for our faculty and all the work that they have had to do to make us stay on track and keep us going to this day. So thank you for how you have been so resilient during this time. As Dr. Franks mentioned, you now join a group of 27,000 alumni in 50 states and 50 countries. You will have a connection with Averett everywhere you go. Once you receive your diploma, as you exit the stage, Dan Hayes, our alumni director and a graduate of 1992, will greet you and give you an alumni pin. We want you to wear that pin and share the story of Averett where you go. And we want to encourage you to be active members of our Averett Alumni Network. When we're in your town with an athletic event or an Averett event, please come and participate. We want to know what you're doing. We want to keep up with how you make it in life and the way you serve in your career. So keep us posted in the years to come. Congratulations on this accomplishment in your life, to your families as well, and we welcome you to the Averett alumni family.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce the recipients of the major university awards for academic achievement. As I announce the recipients of the awards, I ask you to come forward to receive your award from Dr. Franks. The first award is the Mary C. Fugate Award for Academic Excellence. This award goes to the traditional bachelor's program graduate who has earned the highest academic grade point average on all Averett University work undertaken. It is named for the former dean and interim president of Averett College, Dr. Mary Fugate, who for 45 years served the college, as was widely recognized for her commitment to scholarship, to students, and to the principles of Christian higher education. The recipient of the Mary C. Fugate Award for Academic Excellence is Kaylee Beth Webster. Ms. Webster is earning the Bachelor of Arts degree in English with teaching certification. The Grace V. Crenshaw Award is given to the bachelor student with the second highest academic average among traditional bachelor students. The award is in honor of Ms. Crenshaw, who served as professor of mathematics at Averett for 40 years, retiring in the spring of 1969. She has been remembered and honored by her students as a great teacher whose commitment and interest in her students and the college extended beyond the formal requirements of her work. The recipient of the Grace V. Crenshaw Award for Spring 2021 is Afia Sirwa Nantachi. Ms. Nantachi is earning the degree of Bachelor of Science, majoring in Computer Science and Computer Information Systems. Averett presents 2 awards that recognize the academic achievement of our non-traditional students. The first award is named in honor of a pioneer in adult education, Malcolm Knowles. Dr. Knowles carefully studied the learning patterns and needs of adult learners. His groundbreaking research became a guide for programs like our own Averett online program, formerly known as the Graduate and Professional Studies program, in delivering high-quality education to those already in the workforce. The Malcolm Knowles Award is given to the Averett Online undergraduate bachelor's program graduate with the highest GPA in all Averett University work undertaken. The recipient of the Malcolm Knowles Award for Spring 2021 is Charles Stanley Moorfield III. Earning a Bachelor of Science in Sociology and Criminal Justice. Dr. Frank Campbell recognized the need to reach out to working adults that desired college degrees but were unable to fit into a traditional model of higher education. Dr. Campbell, working with the faculty, led Averett into the cutting edge in this area, creating an intensive program that met the needs of working adults and delivered a rigorous academic curriculum. Through Dr. Campbell's foresight, Averett has led the way into this important field. The Frank Campbell Award is given to the Averett Online Bachelor's Program graduate with the second highest GPA in all Averett University work undertaken. The recipient of the Frank Campbell Award for Spring 2021 is Amelia Dawn Kinsley. Ms. Kinsley is earning the Bachelor of Business Administration. In 1966, the faculty and trustees established the Curtis Bishop Award in honor of Dr. Curtis Bishop, who served as president of Averett College from 1936 to 1966. It is presented to the graduating student who most clearly exemplifies in heart, mind, and soul those goals of truth, beauty, goodness, and service which Dr. Bishop modeled for Averett students. For extraordinary service to the University Committee, the recipient of the Curtis Bishop Award for Spring 2021 is Gabrielle Porter. Ms. Porter will be receiving the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Since 1936, Averett University has been privileged to give an American Legion Citizenship Award. This award is provided by the Dan River Post 1097 and goes to the graduating student who, in the opinion of the faculty, combines academic achievement with the ideals of citizenship and who, while a student at Averett, has put into practice those values. The recipient of the American Legion Citizenship Award for Spring 2021 is Grayson Eaton. Mr. Eaton will receive the Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies and Journalism. Through the generosity of Elizabeth B. Bustard, Averett University is privileged to make a monetary award to be used by students to pursue graduate work after completing their studies at Averett University. Recipients must excel in high ideals of living and spiritual qualities and in generous service to others. The Elizabeth and James Bustard Distinguished Awards for Spring 2021 are presented to the following students. Would you please stand in place as I call your name? Caitlin Dewberry. Caitlin is not able to be with us today as she graduated in December. She will be studying at Emerson College in the Master of Public Relations program. Danielle Kahn. Ms. Kahn will be studying at North Carolina State University in the Master of Social Work program. Congratulations. The most prestigious award granted to a graduate of Averett University is the C.L. Davenport Award for Excellence. The award is named for Mr. C.L. Davenport, a member of the Board of Trustees from 1922 until 1952. It is intended to honor a person who combines outstanding scholarship, personal and spiritual development, a concern for others, a respect for Averett University, and the leadership potential to have an impact on society. The recipient of the C.L. Davenport Award for Excellence for Spring 2021 is Lindsay Bateman. Ms. Bateman will be receiving the Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science and a minor in music. Madam President.
Let's have another round of applause for all of our award winners. Our distinguished speaker today, Colonel Kim Campbell, is often known by her initials, KC. And even though KC stands for Kim Campbell, it also stands for her nickname, Killer Chick. KC grew up in a military family. Her father was in the Air Force, and she knew from a young age she wanted to become a fighter pilot for the Air Force. Joining the Civil Air Patrol at 13, making her first solo flight at 16, and then pursuing her education at the United States Air Force Academy, Colonel Campbell's chosen pathways led her directly to serving her country in the Air Force. However, when she applied to the Air Force Academy, she was not accepted as a regular cadet. Rather, she was placed into the qualified alternate pool. That was the start. Once she was admitted, she rose through the ranks and graduated in the top of her class as the Cadet Wing Commander. After her graduation from the Air Force Academy with a degree in space operations, she became a Marshall Scholar. Marshall Scholarships are postgraduate scholarships for intellectually distinguished young Americans identified as the country's future leaders to study at any university in the United Kingdom. KC earned a Master of Arts degree in International Security Studies from the University of Reading, England, and then a Master of Business Administration from Imperial College, at the University of London. She went on to become an A-10 fighter pilot, one of the top fighter pilots in the United States. And listen to this. This woman, the keynote speaker for your graduation, has served as a command pilot in the A-10 for more than 1,700 hours. Not only that, but more than 375 of those hours were spent in combat. We're very lucky that she's still with us, and especially lucky that she is here with us today. Now, a great friend of mine lives next door to a retired 3-star Army general. KC is in the Air Force, and this guy was Army. But my friend said, General Colonel Campbell is an A-10 pilot who's going to speak at Averett University's commencement. Do you happen to know her? The general said, no, I don't, but I can tell you this. If she pilots an A-10, she is extraordinarily bright, very tough, and very competent in all regards. I can guarantee you that those graduating students will definitely remember her and will benefit from hearing her remarks. Whoa, did you hear that, Kim? And from an Army general at that. I see her smiling behind the mask. Students, your speaker today is a true American leader and a true pioneering woman. You can see why we are so blessed to have Colonel Campbell as our speaker for this momentous event in this history-making era. Of course, her appearance here today is particularly appropriate for our aviation students and for our military students and for our female students. But also, her unflagging courage provides a role model for all of us, especially in these times. She epitomizes grace under pressure, and I'm honored now to present to you Colonel Kim Campbell.
Thank you, Dr. Franks, for the very kind introduction, and also for inviting me to be here today. We've been working on this for quite some time, and it is incredibly exciting to be here with you in person today for your commencement ceremony. You have endured, you have overcome a tremendous year. It has been a very unique year, and yet you've made it. You've overcome, you've faced adversity. It's likely not what you planned. It's likely not what you expected, and yet you've made it. And so we're here today to celebrate all of you, your families, and your accomplishments for making it to this moment today through an incredibly challenging year and uncertain time. I will tell you that as an Air Force fighter pilot, I've flown more than 1,000 hours in a fighter jet and more than 100 missions in combat. And the only thing with certainty in all of these missions is that nothing ever goes exactly as planned. Just when we think we have a solid plan of action, something happens that requires us to make adjustments. And if we're leading that formation, we have to be able to lead our wingmen in the face of adversity, to overcome challenges, and to lead them to mission success. So when the mission or life doesn't go as planned, we're prepared to respond. We're prepared to take action in those critical moments. And I know many of you have faced unimaginable challenges in this year, in the previous years, in the pursuit of your degree. But you've made it. You've overcome adversity. And it's likely not the first time, and it most certainly won't be the last time. In April 2003, as a young fighter pilot, just recently graduated from my own training, I faced one of those critical moments that would forever make an impact on my life. I started down final approach, 60 feet to go. I cross the landing threshold and the aircraft starts a quick roll. Is it going to flip over on its back? Do I even have time to eject? I quickly yank the stick back and the airplane levels out. 30 feet to go. I can make it. 10 feet. Just hold it steady. And then main gear, nose gear, and the airplane was on the ground. Fire trucks are rolling towards me, and I slowly bring the jet to a stop. I'm incredibly relieved to be back on the ground with my team, but most importantly was the words that I heard over the radio from the guys in my squadron who had been watching and waiting for me to return. I will never forget the words of encouragement that I heard from them that day. Nicely done, Casey. Welcome home. Now, a few hours later, I walked into the chow hall at our deployed location in Kuwait, opened the door to hundreds of Marines and airmen, and suddenly the room seems to go quiet, and I feel like everybody is staring at me. Apparently, the word about my mission had gotten out. I'd been hit with a surface-to-air missile over Baghdad, creating hundreds of holes and damaging my flight control systems. And yet I was able to limp the airplane back to home base on an old school system of cranks and cables. The airplane was destroyed, and I was lucky to survive. But I was in one piece. As I waited in line for food, one of the Marines walked up to me to tell me that I had done a nice job with the landing. But what he asked me next took me completely off guard. So, were you scared? Was I scared? Fighter pilots don't get scared. I mean, we're supposed to be invincible. But it was one of the most terrifying moments of my life. That's the truth. I was scared. It turns out, it's what you do when you are scared that matters. I wish I knew then what I finally know now, and it's not the fear that matters. It's about being able to step up and stand up in the face of fear, to have the courage to persevere, even when you're afraid. So let's go back to that flight. It's Monday, April 7th, 2003, Baghdad, Iraq. My mission, take off from Kuwait, fly up to Baghdad, air refuel, and then wait in the stack to hold. The situation on the ground had become so intense, and it was only getting worse, and so they had aircraft stacked up around Baghdad, waiting to provide support and waiting to save lives. The radio interrupted the silence in my cockpit. Yard 05, this is Advance 3-3. We're taking fire, we need immediate support. The hair on the back of my neck stands up, my adrenaline is pumping because lives are on the line. I listen as the ground controller provides a description of the situation on the ground. The enemy is hiding under the North Baghdad Bridge, and they're shooting rocket-propelled grenades into our troops. We quickly pull out our maps to plot the friendly location and the enemy location because we can't see the ground below. There is clouds covering Baghdad as far as we can see, and we don't want to make a mistake that could jeopardize friendly forces. We stay above the weather as long as we can, heading to the target, and then eventually my flight lead finds a hole in the clouds and disappears through. And then it's my turn. I find a hole in the clouds, and I dive down through. As I pop down below the weather, I am now so low that I can see this firefight happening back and forth across the river. Bright flashes and smoke, tracers, and then suddenly, puffs of gray and white smoke and bright flashes, this time next to my cockpit. Not only is there a firefight happening across the river, but the enemy is now shooting up at us too. But we have a mission to do. And so I set up for my last rocket pass. I check my distance from the target, I check my altitude, I make sure all my switches are set correctly, and then I roll in. I point my nose right underneath the bridge, hit my weapons release button, and pull off quickly, away from the ground, away from the enemy, away from the threat, when I am just rocked in the cockpit, and I feel and hear a large explosion at the back of the airplane. I'm hit. The airplane noses over. It's plunging towards the ground, completely out of control. And I know I might have to eject. So I quickly try to analyze the situation. Master caution light, hydraulic panel, hydraulic gauges, the lights. It's telling me the system is empty. And my airplane is still plunging towards the ground, completely out of control. I look down at those ejection handles. Not yet. The last thing I want to do is eject into the hands of the enemy. And so I know I need to make every second count. I set aside my fear, I regain my composure, and I engage our backup emergency system. And the airplane slowly starts to climb out and away from Baghdad. And it's at that first moment that I think I might make it out of there alive. So how did I do it? How in that moment of fear was I able to take action to maintain focus and not panic in that critical moment? Well, I think it comes down to three key things. I was prepared, I had practiced, and I planned for contingencies. Before the mission, before the deployment, I prepared by studying, by doing the homework. I knew the data, I knew the systems, I knew the numbers. I was ready. And after I prepared, I took it a step further and I practiced. By using a pilot preparation technique called chair flying, I was able to practice for this mission before it ever occurred. In chair flying, we sit down in a chair, we think through the mission as if we were in the cockpit. It's just a visualization technique, and it's a technique that we can use in any stressful situation. A combat mission, a difficult job interview, a tough conversation with a coworker or spouse. When we have the time to visualize and think through a mission before it happens, we can alleviate some of that stress and fear. Repeated exposure to similar situations leads to familiarity. And if we're familiar with a situation, then we're less likely to feel that stress and fear. After I prepared and practiced, I took it a step further, and I planned for contingencies, mentally preparing for all those things that could go wrong. I didn't just think about what happened when things went right. I thought about what I would do when things went wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, it's important to have a positive mindset and think about a positive outcome, but it's also important to think about what you will do when things go wrong. By preparing, practicing, and planning for contingencies, in that moment, I was able to prepare myself. That preparation, that training, everything that you've been doing, that can be the antidote for fear. Because when we prepare and we train and we practice, we become more competent. And when we're more competent, we also become more confident. Now, over time, I've realized this isn't just about flying fighter jets in combat or life and death situations. It's about persevering and overcoming your fears, overcoming those challenges and difficult moments that we faced in our personal lives and in our professional lives. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of taking risk, knowing that we could fail. It comes down to being able to overcome, to persevere in those moments. Because what's the alternative if we don't act? Sometimes, when we're afraid or fearful, we do nothing. And when that happens, we lose the opportunity to improve. We lose the opportunity to maintain to be relevant in a competitive environment. And we put our team at risk. We all experience fear in our lives. We face challenges that make us feel stressed, that cause us to worry. And sometimes we're afraid to act. But what if we could step up and act with courage in those moments? What if we could be the leader and the team member that can be afraid and brave at the same time? When you take action in the face of fear, when you create a culture of courage, then you also create an environment of trust that builds deeper relationships, inspires loyalty, and enables your team to perform at their best, even when they're scared. I often think back to that situation in the Chow Hall, and I wish I knew then what I know now. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it completely differently. So, were you scared? Now it still feels like everyone's staring at me and waiting for me to respond, but now I have the confidence to own it because I know what's important. Was I scared? How could I not be scared? Of course I was. But you can't have courage without fear. And it's what you do when you are scared that matters. At today's commencement ceremony, marking the beginning of the next phase of your life, I urge you to be courageous. And remember what I just said. You can't have courage without some fear. So take chances. Get outside your comfort zone. Choose challenge. Take the opportunity to change and make it work for you. Let yourself be scared, knowing that it signals true progress and improvement. I encourage you to make a pledge to yourself today, to not always choose the easy path, to choose challenge instead. And when you start to feel anxious or nervous or worried, think back to today and your pledge. Think back to this, your day of recognition and celebration for having weathered all of 2020 and becoming a graduate of Averett University. You have achieved mission success. Thank you for letting me join in on your celebration today. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Colonel Campbell, I think that standing ovation says it all. We cannot thank you enough for sharing today's milestone ceremony with us and for your inspiring example of courage, of preparation, and extraordinary public service to our country. Thank you from all of us. Now, Dr. Fulop and Colonel Kim Campbell, if you will please join me at the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, the highest honor that a university can bestow upon an individual is the Honorary Doctorate. I now present, for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, Colonel Kim Campbell with the following commendation. The 2nd century Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote, "The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control." The more familiar paraphrase is, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In a defining moment on April 7th, 2003, 3 weeks into the invasion of Iraq and the 4th day of the Battle of Baghdad, when the A-10 Thunderbolt II, piloted by Colonel Kim Campbell over Iraq, was riddled with enemy fire, Colonel Campbell took decisive action on what could be controlled. Determined not to eject into enemy or friendly territory and eager to save the plane, Colonel Campbell flew the Warthog with all hydraulic systems disabled for more than an hour back to the base in Kuwait by operating hand-cranked cables and wires rigged to the flags and rudders of the plane. She landed without incident, leading one fellow A-10 pilot to comment, "Kim landed that jet with no hydraulics better than I land the A-10 every day with all systems operational." Such quick thinking, bravery, and focus do not come about by accident. Colonel Campbell was born into a family that placed high value on discipline and preparation and focus. Her mother was a cancer nursing specialist, and her father was a captain in the Air Force, a lawyer, and later the mayor of San Jose, California. Colonel Campbell is part of a military family, not only in the sense of her father's service and that she is married to Colonel Scott Campbell, also a pilot and commander who she met at the academy, but in the broader sense of the military as family. Despite the near-fatal mission, she was back up the very next day to fly another rescue mission over Baghdad. I never had time to think about the fact that I was going back to Baghdad where just the day before I had escaped a possible shoot down. The only thing I could think about was that I had a job to do. I knew that the search and rescue alert crews were there for me the day before, and I was going to do the same for this pilot. For her heroism and extraordinary achievement in aerial flight, Colonel Campbell was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross. In recognition of her military service to her country, for her commitment to nurturing the character and leadership of future leaders, and for being a heroic inspiration to women and men, the trustees of Averett University, with the support of the faculty, administration, and the president, are pleased now to present to Kim Nicole Campbell the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, this 8th day of May in the year 2021. Please join me in congratulating Colonel Kim Campbell.
Thank you, Colonel Campbell. Graduates, you are not the same person sitting in front of us today that you were when you enrolled at Averett. You think more critically about the world and your place in it. You are more intolerant of injustice and discrimination and exclusion. You are a more informed judge of good and evil and look beyond the superficial to define beauty. You have learned and demonstrated resilience during the challenging time of the COVID-19 pandemic. You have touched our lives in innumerable ways, and very soon you will be alumni of Averett University. Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the spring graduation class of 2021, comprised of students graduating on the associate's, baccalaureate, and master's levels. On behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present the class to you and to recommend each of them for the degree for which she or he is qualified.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Averett University and by the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon each one of you the degrees for which you have been certified by this faculty, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Graduates, will you please come forward to receive your degrees? We will now present the graduates earning a degree in Bachelor of Business Administration. Kelsey McBride Blanks. Cleavon Fitzroy Clark. Courtney Lynn Jardine. Emilia Dawn Kinsley, summa cum laude. Tammy Denise Leconti. Rachel Marie Peffley, magna cum laude. Laurel A. Velos, cum laude. Damian Wainwright. We will now present the graduates earning a degree in Bachelor of Applied Science. Regina C. Carter, concentration in leadership. Lisa Hankins Joyce, concentration in business administration with a minor in sociology, magna cum laude. We will now present the graduates earning a degree in Bachelor of Science. Caitlin Lynette Ahern, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a minor in psychology. Mackenzie Nicole Allen, double majoring in PE, wellness sports medicine, and PE coaching with a minor in communications. Kyra Tanae Bailey, majoring in liberal studies with teaching certification, magna cum laude. Taylor Renee Barber, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a double minor in English and psychology. Lindsay Diane Baton, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a minor in music, summa cum laude. Amanda Victoria Blair, majoring in business administration, accounting. Kristen Delaney Blursch, double majoring in biology, biomedical science, and equestrian studies, equine science. Frank Claude Blevins, majoring in biology, biomedical science, magna cum laude. Haley Christine Boardway, majoring in equestrian studies, management science, English. Joshua Allen Boggs, majoring in equestrian studies, eventing. Taylor Nicole Bowman, majoring in biology, biomedical science, magna cum laude. Margaret Nicole Bracey, majoring in business administration, marketing management with a minor in religion. Leslie Tanner Bradshaw, majoring in business administration, marketing management with a minor in coaching. Laura Ann Breeden, majoring in sociology with a minor in biology. Raymond Daniel Bullock III, double majoring in PE coaching and PE sports management. Young Curler Bushk Biach, majoring in PE coaching with a minor in psychology. Anna Karen Cadenas, majoring in sociology, criminal justice with a minor in biology. Cameron Nicole Kerlock, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a double minor in English and African American Studies. Casey Aaron Cook, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a minor in psychology, magna cum laude. Rashawn Damonte Coles, majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Eleanor Sarah Barnaby Crane, triple majoring in psychology, counseling and clinical, psychology integrative health, and psychology biological. Summa cum laude. Morgan Ann Cruz, double majoring in business administration, management science, and business administration, finance and accounting, summa cum laude. Randall Wayne Crowley, majoring in sociology, criminal justice, cum laude. Bryson Tyrell Davis, double majoring in business administration, management science, and business administration, marketing management. Colton Michael Duchess, majoring in PE, wellness, and sports medicine with a minor in psychology. Matthew Thomas Elliott, majoring in history and politics. Cheyenne Marie Espinosa, majoring in PE, wellness, and sports medicine. Jalen Michael Frost, majoring in PE, coaching. Haley Nicole Gardner, majoring in psychology, counseling, and clinical with a minor in sociology, cum laude. Ayana Monique Garvin, majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Lauren Marion Hall, majoring in biology, biomedical science. Taylor Lee Hancock, majoring in history, social science with teaching certification. Caleb Wayne Harmon, majoring in sociology, criminal justice with a minor in coaching. Brianna Dawn Harris, double majoring in psychology, counseling, and clinical, and psychology biological, cum laude. Bailey Noel Hoffman, triple majoring in psychology, biological, and psychology counseling and clinical, and psychology integrative health, magna cum laude. Stephen Charles Hollifield, double majoring in psychology, counseling and clinical, and psychology integrative health with a minor in history. Zainavia Shade Holman, majoring in biology, biomedical science. Louise Christina Linnea Hovhammer, double majoring in business administration, management science, and business administration, marketing management, summa cum laude. Ariel Elizabeth Hunt, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a double minor in mathematics and chemistry. Isaiah Dwayne Jones, majoring in PE, sports management with a minor in communication studies. Danielle Marie Kahn, triple majoring in psychology, counseling and clinical, psychology biological, and psychology integrative health with a minor in sociology, summa cum laude. Quaylen Duwan Keaton, majoring in PE, sport management. Aisha Khalid, majoring in biology biomedical science with a minor in psychology, summa cum laude. Benjamin Joseph Kimberlin, majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Holly Nicole Klaus, majoring in mathematics with teaching certification. Ellen Colleen Cook, double majoring in equestrian studies, assisted psychotherapy, and psychology clinical counseling. Deontay Markel Lambright, majoring in sociology, criminal justice with a minor in psychology. Nehemiah Jarrell Lassane, majoring in computer information systems. Deshaun Michael Lovelace, majoring in aerospace management, flight operations. Victoria Lynn Laverne, majoring in biology, biomedical science. Tucker Bryson Majetic, majoring in business administration accounting. Musi Bata Meritab, majoring in aerospace flight operations, cum laude. Nishad Menon, aerospace management, aviation, business, cum laude. William Anthony Merritt, majoring in sociology, criminal justice with a minor in psychology. Maraeli Mesa, majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Mackenzie Danielle Miller, majoring in interdisciplinary studies. Tristan Nicole Miller, double majoring in PE, wellness, sports medicine, and PE coaching. Brianna Nicole Mills, majoring in biology, biomedical science, cum laude. Charles Stanley Moorfield III, majoring in sociology, criminal justice, summa cum laude. Michaela Laurel Norman, majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Afia Surwa Nantachi, double majoring in computer science and computer information systems, summa cum laude. Kara Marie Oakes, triple majoring in psychology, counseling and clinical, psychology biological, and psychology integrative health. Koi Nenkechti, Okaro, double majoring in psychology, counseling and clinical, psychology biological with a minor in sociology. Micah Taylor Patterson, double majoring in PE, wellness, sports medicine, and PE coaching. Elizabeth Christine Peasley, majoring in sociology, criminal justice with a double minor in psychology and coaching. Magna cum laude. Jennifer Claire Peterson, majoring in PE, wellness, sports medicine. John Christian Reed, double majoring in PE, personal training, and PE coaching with a minor in business. Henry Steve Richardson Jr., majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Alexandra Dolores Ross, double majoring in equestrian studies, assisted psychotherapy, and equestrian studies, management science. Don Fern Saunders, majoring in sociology, criminal justice, summa cum laude. Megan Saunders, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a minor in psychology, summa cum laude. Sullivan Greer Short, double majoring in equestrian studies, assisted psychotherapy, and equestrian studies, management science. Jacob Wayne Shriver, majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Grace Scott Smith, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a minor in psychology. Kyle Andrew Smith, majoring in computer information systems. Grayson Cole Spain, majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Johanna Dawn Stitchell, majoring in PE, wellness, sports medicine. Sadie Lee Strickland, double majoring in equestrian studies, equine science, and biology, biomedical science, summa cum laude. Dominic Michael Thompson, majoring in aerospace management, aviation business. Jasmine Abigail Natasha Tinnis, double majoring in aerospace management, aviation business, and sociology, criminal justice. Christian Blake Tipton, majoring in history and politics. Ryan Hunter Traylor, double majoring in PE, wellness, sports medicine, and PE personal training. Sarah Rose Tromba, double majoring in equestrian studies, management science, and business administration, management science, magna cum laude. Christopher James Updegraff, majoring in aerospace management, flight operations. Christopher Wade Vire, majoring in sociology, criminal justice, cum laude. Kaylin Hope Vincent, double majoring in psychology, counseling, and clinical, and psychology integrative health with a double minor in biology and sociology. Jordan Brianna Walker, majoring in biology, biomedical science with a minor in psychology, summa cum laude. Shyla Joelle Barnard Wester, majoring in aerospace management, flight operations, magna cum laude. Antonia Rochelle Wilkerson, majoring in psychology, counseling, and clinical with a double minor in business administration and sociology. Thomas George Woodcock, triple majoring in psychology, biological, psychology, integrative health, and psychology, counseling, and clinical, cum laude. Austin Cordell Woolard, majoring in PE, personal training. Amy Worley Wooten, majoring in sociology, criminal justice. Bailey Marie Ray, majoring in psychology, integrative health with a minor in biology. We will now present the graduates earning a degree in Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Courtney Nicole Eanes with a double minor in biology and integrative health psychology. Caroline Kimberly Earl with a minor in biology, magna cum laude. Cassidy Blair Elliott, cum laude. Megan Nicole Haynes, cum laude. Diamond LaRose Hatchett. With a double minor in biology and theater. Madison Taylor Ruth Howell, cum laude. Savannah Marie Joyce with a minor in biology, magna cum laude. Antonia Mullins with a double minor in biology and integrative health psychology. Ethan Irving Pollitt, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Delaney Porter. Chelsea Lee Pruitt, cum laude. Martha LaFay Red with a minor in biology. Brittany Megan Roller with a minor in biology, cum laude. Katie Michelle Scarce, magna cum laude. Kendall Faith Sheets, magna cum laude. Capius Dowdy Willis with a minor in biology, magna cum laude. We will now present the graduates earning a degree in Bachelor of Arts. Montre Anthony Cash, majoring in communication journalism. Grayson Eaton IV, majoring in communication journalism, cum laude. Hannah Nicole Elliott, majoring in history, social science with teaching certification, cum laude. Tyler Victoria Goad, majoring in English with a minor in psychology. Rachel Leanne Hitt, majoring in English, magna cum laude. Tiffany Denise Munford, majoring in art with teaching certification, summa cum laude. Brittany Renee Preston, majoring in liberal studies with teaching certification. Winston Hendrick Sinclair, majoring in religion. John Christian Stevens, double majoring in music, performance, and religion, magna cum laude. Kaylee Beth Webster, majoring in English with teaching certification, summa cum laude. Will the recipients of all bachelor's degrees please stand? With the awarding of the bachelor's, I'm sorry, you can sit down. We will now present the graduates earning a degree in Bachelor of Fine Arts. Sarah Bliss Brogdon, majoring in theater with teaching certification. Riley Thomas Cooper, majoring in directing, magna cum laude. You may now stand up, recipients of all bachelor's degrees. With the awarding of the bachelor's degree, you have earned the right to wear the tassel of your mortarboard on the left side. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated. We now turn to our graduate students. Students will now be presented who are earning the degree of Master of Education. Brandon David Allen. Dwayne Franklin Braxton. Lee Virginia Brody. Aurania Maria Campos Ventura. Joshua Aaron Davis. Mallory Amanda Glass. Hugh Randolph Logan, Jr. Jessica Carragher Lule. Stephanie Adair Tuning Moore. Marita Guadalupe Ochoa. Sharon Thelma Pettis. Kristen M. Richards. Kaylin Marie Smith. Paul William Wiles. We will now present the graduates earning a degree in Masters of Business Administration. Susie Isawi Adib. Enrica Dion Avery. Barry Christopher Booth. Adrian John Harper. Destiny Tamia Lowry. Dashay Ramsey. We will now present our first graduate earning a degree in the Master of Science in Applied Data Analytics, Kathy Cooper Cates. We will now present the graduates earning a degree in Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Joseph Ni Paco Alote. Amy Christine Deca. Chad Rhodes. Will the recipients of master's degrees please stand? All master's degrees. Congratulations. To all our graduates, we welcome you into the fold of distinguished Averett alumni. I have to add that with the wind, we thought the diploma for Colonel Campbell had blown away it had blown under the citation. Dr. Frank?
Now, I think it is only fitting, since the class of 2021 is the inaugural graduating class, to celebrate their commencement ceremony in this space, that now is your opportunity to rock the Frank Campbell Stadium. Now's your time to one more applause for this entire graduating class, your families and faculty and staff. I guarantee you there will be more graduates that will graduate in this stadium in the future, but there will never be another first. Graduates, as you begin this next phase of your journey, please don't let anyone alter your stride. We know that you can meet any challenges that come your way, because you see, we know you. We have watched you learn and struggle and compete and grow. Stay your own course, aiming always to be a loyal friend, a loving parent, an Averett graduate who improves communities. Never give up. Never let your dreams be taken away. We know that you, class of 2021, are ready to take what you've learned and be a catalyst for positive change in this world. You have infinite potential. Seize it, cherish it, see the possible. And when times grow dark, be the light. Be the light that others need to see. Just as you did at Averett for us. And please never forget that Averett people look out for and take care of one another, because we are one Averett and one ever-growing family. Today is called a commencement because this is where the rest of your life begins. It commences. So use the challenges of 2020, which all of you have successfully worked through, as a constant reminder that you can tackle adversity. You can embrace change, and you will benefit from preparing, from practicing, and from planning for contingencies. And now I'll leave you with our blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rains fall soft upon your shoulders. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Now Gary Tucker will lead us in singing the Alma Mater, and then we will close with our benediction.
It's an honor to represent generations of faculty, staff, and alumni as we join together to sing this song across the generations. Would you please stand for the singing of the Alma Mater? You will find the words on the back of your program. Hail to thee, our Alma Mater, proudly now we sing. Faithful to thy name forever, let our praises ring. Oh, dear Averett, we are thankful as we sing to thee. For honor, friendship, and real wisdom, thou dost hold the key. Averett University, memories dear we'll hold. We'll remember now and ever our dear blue and gold.
And now as you go, may you receive this benediction. May you use every lesson you have learned, and every achievement you have earned, and every gift you have been given to fulfill your highest and most noble calling, to serve others well, to glorify your God. Go in peace.